arguably the worst Resident Evil game in history, Resi 5.
Alrighty, let's see here. See if I'm live. Alrighty.
Yeah, I think we're live.
And we're live. And alrighty. So while we wait for the regular subscribers to pop in, I'm gonna start leaking shit. So, if you wanna, so Joseph, and how?
I've been good. All as good as a person can be while being constantly locked up in amongst four walls. But yes, aside from that, I've been. What about you?
Well, other than the frustrating part of trying to get my PS4 to connect to this stupid thing, I'm great.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Rwby today.
Ah, yes, huh? The wonderful, wonderful little, do you remember anything vividly about the election party?
Oh, dear God. The election party. You mean the one that was totally not a 2016 and how Russia clearly was involved?
Yeah.
Win.
Anyways, hoping that Coop and Rosone come on, I wanted to discuss how that entire scene, if had a proper military and all that, would have looked like. Like, first we'll discuss why everything was bad from the get-go and how they could have improved it by actually asking how military security would work at an election party.
Yeah, because really the first problem of well, I mean, there are a lot of other problems, but that's probably like the main. Where is the fucking security?
I mean, for the most part, they were just chilling on the sidelines, even though they should have been patrolling the ground.
This is Colombia, where security is always lax. Because apparently, despite the fact Colombia has like a history of a.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out.
Which Miles apparently says is not the case. Then there is no reason.
You keep cutting in and out.
Oh, I was just saying that unless this is Colombia.
And you cut out again for some reason.
Yeah, no reason for there to not be security.
Yeah, Justifying you kept cutting out for some reason.
Hold on, let me just
Oi, who is there? I cannot hear you at all.
Fuck. Hold up. I'm operating setup here right now. Well, I am at home, but not my current home. Can find some.
Can you guys hear me?
For some reason, you guys keep cutting in and out for some reason. I'm not sure if it's my internet or your guys'.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Okay. I can hear you guys.
Alright.
You just cut in and out.
Okay, maybe it's like a Discord problem then.
Yeah, it could be the furries.
Shit, you cut out there, Coop.
Fucking.
Oh.
Alrighty, I have sent out the links. Let's check up on line on the phone. And we have 0 people in the chat.
Oh. Well, on the bright side, at least they're not hearing us, like, going in and out.
For now, yet. For now.
Am I still going in and out, or is everything fine?
For now, yes.
Just the furries at Discord.
Yeah. Let's see. Close that. Open Discord on my phone. And check up on this. Alrighty. So then, as we all know, or actually, first, let us introduce ourselves again, because everyone's live stream is the first, if there is anyone that's actually going to watch this. I am the anime guy. My dear lovely compatriots, please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm just a fan, and I'm here. And how shit it.
And you cut in and out again.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Bloody hell! Fuck.
It's as if the world just
Oh,
doesn't
shit,
want me to live stream at all today. Anyways,
Stream happens.
yeah.
D&D all over again.
Oh, I remember that entire
For
nightmare
y'all.
earlier today.
Coop, could you,
Am I out for you?
Yeah, you two are going to
Really
be
you're not quiet, but you're going.
Shit.
The lag is so real.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just see my internet quick.
Saying it's got a.
Oh,
don't know if
bloody
that's-
hell. Well, my internet's fine.
Wow, is everyone's internet just fucked today?
No, my one is fine.
It might be Discord. It might. What location set up?
Huh. I'm sorry, what was that?
Up at? Is it like states, Southwest?
You'll, like, it sputters and makes you sound like a robot for the both of you sometimes.
I don't get that same. So my learned.
Shit. Oh my god.
I'm gonna see if my connection works elsewhere or.
About a shitty prison cell. It's been a real slice of heaven.
Huh. You still there, Just a Fan?
I was just asking if if I'm still cutting in and out.
Yeah, you're still going in and out for some godforsaken reason.
For,
I know.
okay, I
And
know
everyone
it's
loves
not
your
my.
beautiful voice.
Okay, I know it's not my internet because my internet, and I'm literally right next to it.
So then it could probably be mine then.
Oh bloody hell! I mean, like, I could try, like, disconnecting from it and then reconnecting from my internet. Like, maybe it's just acting like a bellend today. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm back.
Now that is a lot better.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
So close.
Alright.
So that was hilarious.
German soup! I'm Brock Lesnar!
Ah,
No, sorry. Fuck. Paul Heyman impression. Fuck. Oh, am I still going in and out?
no, you're actually not for once.
Oh, thank
Hooray!
God. So,
Now we just gotta wait on Coop. But I guess for now.
yeah, well, that's good. It's nice to know that my internet is working.
Yeah.
Your partner died.
Yeah.
Like Sheva from Resi 5.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, it's Sherry Burkett from RE2.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke about how crap the AI was in Resi 5.
Well, it's not me that's actually, or it's not the AI that's actually controlling Sherry at the moment. It's another player because for some reason, I forgot to turn off the join by Xbox Live.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. But, alright. Okay, then that joke kind of fell flat on it.
So that's
Yeah,
what
but
I was missing. Like, huh?
Oh, I was just, I feel sorry if you had to play Evil 5 by himself.
He actually likes the Resident Evil series, he just doesn't like how gory it got. Or like how overly gory it got.
Oh, so he's probably not a huge fan of,
He's not a big fan of...
7.
He's not really a big fan of Resident Evil 5 and 6. For the most part.
Okay. Okay, 5 I can understand, 6 I can understand. They're kind of bad. I had to play it with a friend because like he was begging me to come and play it with him. He was just like, please, please. I'm like, why? I mean, surely the game's not that bad. So when I went over to his house, he made me play it by myself, and I finally understood why he wanted me to play it with him.
Because the AI was atrocious.
Yes. As Yahtzee said, it makes you spit out like huge chunks of your lung.
Alright, well, anyways, as we wait for Coop, let us begin about how the election party was rather poorly handled.
Very poorly handled.
Like, security was, for the most part, everywhere, but they were not in the right places, such as not guarding the door, where anyone could just simply enter.
Yeah, and there wasn't like any, like at the very least, guarding like Robin Hill and where she was.
There was only like one, which was like Sheep Girl.
Yeah, but even then, like she wasn't really on guard. If you get what I.
Yeah, like they were all too relaxed, especially given with how, there's a serial murderer killing people.
Hey, no, like you would think that like there would be like loads of and actually I don't know if you noticed this, but like when I'm here for security reasons, like everyone is like, we don't need no security.
Yeah, and who was the one that spouted that line? Like, we don't need the quote unquote extra security because she has us.
I think it's like I think it was like the maid, the quote unquote trans woman, or a claim to be trans. And what a beautiful that is, just like a trans woman who doesn't even get anything, who's not even a main player in the series and doesn't get what 3 lines. Great job, Miles.
That many lines.
Yeah, exactly. She only had, I think, 3 lines in the whole series.
No, not even that.
Wonderful
I think
job.
she only had like 1 sentence of dialogue.
You gotta love that diversity, don't you?
Yep.
But enough about Rwby and its poor attempt at diversity. That just comes off as racism and pandering. Let's get back on to the election party. Yeah, it's really surprising how lax the security is.
Yeah, and not to mention they don't even have enough people for the most part.
Yeah, there's
They only have like Marrow, Penny, and then what the few huntresses that were with Robin at the time.
Yeah, and wasn't like Rwby going there? Like it seems as if like she was going to work security as well, but she ended up just having a good time.
Yeah, before
good time in
before all of a sudden, becoming scared.
Yeah, it's like, Rwby, you fought off Grim that are bigger than you. Like, I don't think, like, unless you somehow reverse back to a 5-year-old, I highly doubt, like, being scared of the dark is a legitimate reason for not doing your fucking job.
Right. And another thing that people have brought up, like, why haven't people just put out their scrolls when they notice people, dying?
Yeah, it's almost... Yeah, and what about the faunus as well, actually, now that I think about it?
There's only
there's
only 3 faunus. There's Tyrion, there was Sheep Girl, and then there was Marrow.
Yeah, like, why didn't their night vision, like, why didn't Fiona's night vision, like, cause faunus have night vision, and so, like, Fiona could have, well, yeah, and apparently the fandom was like, most faunus have night vision. Well, then, which are the faunus who don't? Like, is it by species? Because if that's the case, then Tyrion crappy night vision. And Fiona should have, like, arguably one of the best, because, like, I don't know if you know, but she actually has very good night vision.
She should, given the fact that she's a sheep faunus.
Yeah, it's just... And if it's not by race, then what determines if a Faunus has night vision or not?
I wouldn't
What?
know.
Exactly. Mars and Kerry have not specified that. Why do we not know about that? Like, how come we know that, how come it's only convenient that night vision until it's... This is just starting to piss me off now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you completely. Like, what determines the actual, the actual night vision? Because I'm wondering, because Marrow and Sheep Girl should have had the best night vision there is.
For shit's sake, I'm in a hurry here.
Exactly. It's bloody ridiculous. Like, Pyrrha says in Volume 1, most Faunus have night vision, which means the majority of Faunus have night. So how fucking convenient is it this who are put in charge of security do not have night vision? How fucking convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, and that there are no other Faunus.
Well, not only that, they only have
Well
Marrow and
fucking
Penny
done.
there.
Oh yeah, speaking of Penny, she just stopped Tyrion when everything started.
Yeah.
Or why? Like, did her father not input her with torches or something?
I wouldn't know. Because, I mean, through her eyes, we see that she apparently also has night vision.
Yeah, so why didn't she, just immediately say, Tyrion Kalos, please put your weapon, like, she's meant to be the hero of Mantle.
It's the same panel that was on Sherry's door. Makes something out on her security camera.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And speaking of Penny, why was she just hanging out with Ruby?
Yeah, if she was on duty, she shouldn't be with Ruby at all.
Yeah, also, wasn't, Ruby meant to be going there as well to,
Apparently have fun. Because apparently we have to care about Mantle for some reason, because Robin Hillary Clinton decided to run for office.
Yeah, am I the only one, who feels that, despite the fact that we supposedly hang out with Robin a lot, we barely know anything about... Yeah, just good about her as a voice actor, and even then, it pisses me off that such a good voice actress, just such as Christina V, is wasted on such a nothing character.
Yeah. It's weird how they would hire these expensive voice actors and do nothing with them.
Yeah, I mean, cameo role, then okay, yeah, that's fine, but make it be a cameo role. Don't have them be oh, they're a huge part in the story, and they don't.
And they barely have any lines.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Where?
And then, of course, Tyrion miraculously, no, it was Watts who miraculously hacks everything from the light fixtures and everything. So, okay, how is that possible to hack the lights? I'm pretty sure not everything is connected to the damn internet, especially fucking lights to a place. They would have their own grid and shit.
Hit. Yeah, how like, okay, I understand that like Jacques gave Watts the coding to like, or at the very least the clearance in order to hack into Mantle or something. No, wait, no.
Like,
Hold
Watts
up.
already...
Like,
Watts was, for some godforsaken reason, still able to hack Mantle, even though, as a precaution, Underwood should have just also updated the software and firewalls of Mantle 2, not just Atlas, because that's just fucking retarded. But of course we have to have the
yeah,
higher
like,
up and
why?
competent just to make him making the bad guy. Because, you know,
Yeah,
we
well,
have to care about Mantle and he doesn't apparently.
yeah, it's like through like what I find most stupid is that like Atlas is cybersecurity fucking update Mantles. Like surely Ironwood would have been smart enough to know that like, oh, you know, Mantle would just be a backdoor for any hacker who would want to like get to Atlas's security or something. Like, how no one has hacked into Mantle before and have not just raised shit or anything is
You cut out
like,
there.
just oh, so, like considering how easy it is to hack Mantle, like how come no one has done it before? Like how come no like cyber criminals have just been like, oh, you know, you want to get at Atlas because apparently Atlas is hated for some fucking reason. And so they're just like, hey, let's hack into Mantle because Mantle's cybersecurity is shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's really fucking stupid.
It is.
Like, it's almost funny how laughably stupid
Stupid
they would,
everyone in security is.
like, the cybersecurity, the security at the election, just, it's hilarious.
And not to mention, somehow Watts was able to pick up the,
How's this?
like, how was he able to hack the voter machines? Even though in Atlas, he would not have that ability, yet somehow he does in Mantle, of all places.
I don't know, something about, like, he was using his many scrolls and was orchestrating everything. Cause literally, there's literally a scene where he's like, he looks as if he's about to conduct a fucking orchestra, and I would know the band, and like the way he began, it literally looked as if he was about to conduct a fucking orchestra. I'm like, wait, hold on, where are the trumpets and the violins and shit? Oh no, he's just gonna hack the cyber security. Okay.
Okay, that's
It's
fine
like,
and
how do
dandy,
you-
you know, but I have a question. How is he able to do this?
I don't know. Apparently that's what RT thinks hacking is.
And then, of course, we have Tyrion actually, you know, attacking everyone. And Rwby not doing anything, and then people give her the excuse, she was scared! What happened to courage for a huntress? Like, isn't courage supposed to be acting in spite of fear?
Yeah, like, it's also really dumb because it's like, Rwby, you fought bigger monsters, you fought the creatures of Brim, you fought a fucking
Nicolavi?
discount Genlock. Well, I was gonna say discount Genlock mech, who was literally about to shoot. Don't give me this crap that, oh, it's dark now, I'm 6 years old and I can't see the dark because I can't see. Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm just so angry.
You're not the
Fucking
only one
hate
who's
that
angry.
episode.
I mean, for God's sake, just look at how Tyrion was able to pull it off just because, you know, like the villains just pulled
Because
the
of
shit off.
Russia.
too fucking easily.
Yeah, like, you know, like in heist films where there's like an entire team that are there and they have to like strategize on how they're going to get in and stuff. That would have been a good time to implement. You know? Like, it would have been a good time, like, you know, if like Salem had actually allowed Cinder to come back and be like, okay, Atlas is where you're gonna like redeem yourself or some shit like that. Like, it could have been like a really great way to have Salem's team work, you know, as a fucking team.
Yeah, rather than separately with their own agendas.
Like, seriously, they could have literally have had Emerald and Mercury there, and yeah, okay, I understand it would have been like a copy-paste of, like, Beacon, but Volume 7 is already a copy-paste of Beacon. Might as well go all the fucking way.
It's actually a pretty shitty version of Beacon, too, because the way no one... Because either someone was... Either everyone was drunk, or... they just didn't notice how Penny's swords don't have blood on them?
I love how even Robin Hill doesn't notice this, and she's a fucking huntress. That's the most hilarious, because, like, okay, because, like, with the... Like, they're panicking, because massacre has just happened. And when something like that happens, you're not thinking straight. And these are people who probably have never been in high-risk situations like this. They're not huntsmen, they're not huntresses. So, like, with the people, you can at least make the argument that they are stressed. And they, you know, all they know is this happened. And we were all nearly killed, you know?
Yeah.
But with Robin Hill, on the other hand, and her happy huntresses, there is no fucking...
Especially for Ruby. I mean, she has her weapon on her, for God's sake.
Yeah, and not only that, but Robin Hill has stupid fucking semblance of hers.
I mean, hell, like, for... And then, of course, Marrow doesn't do shit, because he apparently can't see in the dark either.
Pardon?
And apparently Marrow can't see in the dark either, because of, you know, him not doing shit either.
Oh yeah, Marrow. Like, was Marrow during the whole scene?
Like, you know how dogs are supposed to have night vision too?
Yes. Yes, apparently they have very good night vision.
I mean, how else do you think wolves run around in the dark?
Yeah. Yeah, why else do you think werewolves is a thing? Like, it's just so... It's so stupid. Like, none of that should have happened.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, like, what Centurion, they should have been easily intercepted. But no, you had to make your main character a fucking crybaby of the dark, the token diversity character, which is actually kind of a racist way of doing diversity when you think about it. Be useless, the happy huntresses, and discount Hillary Clinton be complete morons, which is kind of ironic when you think about the fact that they actually support the Democrats and think that they're like God's gift amongst humans. And then you have like the robot take the blame. It's like, how do people come up with this stuff? Like, this feels like something that was in the first, you know?
You name it. They were trying to research the virus I'm carrying.
Yeah.
Raccoon City. It was just as shitty the second time.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
Just like, do they like? I'm like legit curious. Do they just like go with whatever is in the first draft?
I wouldn't be
like,
surprised.
do they not have like
they would just go through and fix grammar and shit.
Yeah, like, do they not like a third draft shit like that? It's just like, oh, first draft, like, put it in the fucking script. Like, it doesn't. But what if it doesn't make sense? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Because this is seriously stupid.
Yeah.
Again, and all you have to do to fix this, like, to fix most of it, at least, is you can have, like, the entirety of Salem's side acting like a team.
Yeah.
You
like,
know?
why have them have this competitive notion?
Well, like, okay, like, I understand, like, to build up a healthy rivalry, so then, like, you know, so then, like, each one would kind of want to be better than the other, you know? I understand, like, how a healthy, like, rivalry or competition, I get that. But it's not even healthy at this point. Like, Watts and Cinder fucking hate each other.
Yeah, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, like, you could have at the very least, like, you know, like, all Cinder had to do was, like, invite Cinder back in and be like, hey, you fucked up yourself. If you don't redeem yourself, and if you don't, like, succeed in Atlas at least,
Then you
either
die.
getting the relic or the maiden. Yeah, then you die. And I take the maiden powers for myself. Like that, you know? Or hell, like, she could have just have, like, killed Hazel or something. Because, like, he just fuck all in Atlas anyway.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, I'm gonna diverge a bit. Like, Demon Slayer. You wanna know how the main villain is established as a threat by the end of season 1?
It is shown that he has contacts everywhere. He uses a human family as a scapegoat to say, no, he's actually not, evil.
Well, that, but also by the end of season 1, spoilers if you have not seen Demon Slayer, by the way. If you haven't seen the final episode of Demon Slayer, I highly suggest that you don't listen to this next part. But he invites the lower moon demons. Now, if you don't know, like, the Demon Slayer, the demons are, like, the highest rank, like, the top 10, and like, from 10 to 5, they are known as the lower moon. And then, of course, from 12 to 6, they are known as the lower moon, the lower moon demons. And like, and from 6, and from 6 to 1, they are known as the upper moon demons, and the only demon higher than them is the main villain. Do you want to know what he, and like, after the lower moon 5 is killed, do you want to know what he does to the rest?
He kills the rest of them?
Yeah, he kills them all. He basically tells them, like, the upper moon have not, like, their ranks have not, like, their ranking has not changed in over. The lower moon are constantly changing. There are new lower moons in and out. And he basically asks them, why are you so weak? Then one of them, like, he thinks in this says, it's easy for you to say, but we're trying our best. But we're, and then of course Muzen, because his blood is in him, and like, dares him to. And then of course with Lower Moon 4, it's like, she's a coward, so fuck her. One of them tries to run off, and the second one, like, well, he was trying to say that that if you give me your blood, I can be of use to you. And Muzen takes this as a direct insult, like saying, "How dare you try and order me to give you more blood?" Like, literally, the only one who survives is the first one, and that's because, like, he's a servant. And keep in mind, he takes them down with ease. Like just like that. But, I'm sorry, it's just like, whenever I look at other shows, and then I look at Rwby, I'm like, why are you so shit? You know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's right. I understand the frustration too.
And it's like, I want Ruby to get good. It's never gonna get good.
It's sad, really.
Yeah.
It's like like despite their quote unquote writing looking like it improved, it actually didn't. It just goes down.
Yeah, it's like... it's it feels like worse, you know? Like, Ruby may be quote-unquote aesthetically, pleasing to look at, but that's only the surface, you know?
And hell, not even the aesthetics are looking good anymore because, well, just like
Yeah,
look at
'cause
the outfits. They look like Kingdom Hearts or Saber or fucking Fate rejects.
Oh,
And what's with all the goddamn
yeah.
belts?
I don't know, like, whoever was working the designs obviously either played too much Kingdom Hearts / Final Fantasy, or they have a belt fetish that they clearly didn't separate from the workplace. But speaking of outfits, did you realize that all of Robin Hill's all of Robin Hill's I was gonna say assassins,
Elite huntresses, quote
yeah,
unquote.
all of them have the same outfits.
At the facility.
Yeah,
It's like literally the same outfit, just different colors inside.
it's more like a uniform, if anything. A very shitty uniform.
Yeah, how come the Happy Huntresses have a more consistent uniform than the fucking
Than the Atlas military, apparently, when it comes to their huntsmen.
than? Well, I was gonna say than the Aesops and Team Ruby.
Oh, don't get me started on the Atlas military's uniforms for their huntsmen. Like,
Yeah,
I get it, they're
and
supposed
how
to be
come-
customizable uniforms, apparently, because they're like spec ops and shit, but like, there's literally nothing special about their outfits at all. Or tactically pleasing about them.
Yeah. Also, why aren't they like dressed as if they're like in fucking Russia? Because like Alice is like meant to be otherwise is meant to be like the Russia of Remnant, you know?
Yeah.
So why aren't they like dressed like Russian / Serbian soldiers in like during the winter?
No idea.
Like their outfits are things that, you know, with the exception of maybe Marrow, because like his sleeves are quite long, so like you can argue that that gives him some protection. So like, why aren't they dressed for like warmer weather? And yeah, I get it. Okay, like Aura apparently can protect you from the cold, but that kind of implies that like you're
like,
literally.
if you look at the older World of Remnants, the cold is supposed the fucking aura is not supposed to protect you from the cold. It's just to protect you from major to minor injuries.
Yeah. Doesn't it imply that like if you, like because like they say that aura. So doesn't it mean that like the more they use their aura to protect themselves from the cold, they're slowly to the point and can
unfortunately drain their aura to the point of where the cold will kill them anyway, and they'll get killed by monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I've never liked the headcanon of, oh, aura can protect you from the cold. It's like, okay, but when you're fighting, you're essentially draining your aura.
Yeah, draining the aura dry, which is very bad. And I've commented on this before too, and then the fucking official Ruby subreddit's like, oh nah fam, like it doesn't work like that. Okay then, how come, Weiss proves that wrong?
Yeah, and then you have like Ruby freezing despite the fact that
She's supposedly
despite
wearing winter clothing.
yeah, it's like it's so
It's so dumb.
you know.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's like
sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Let's get back. Oh, I was just gonna say let's get back to going on.
But yeah, like instead of like providing security, Marrow fucks off on a corner. Robin's Hunter says fuck off also to a corner. And then what else happened with them?
Ren and Nora was there too
Nora
busy
distracts Ren with a kiss.
their faces. Yeah.
Which is again retarded because like shouldn't they, I don't know, like I get they're supposed to have fun and shit, but like dear god.
Yeah, it's like
Like
they
I have
wanna
never
be
seen a
kids
kiss
and
so
everything.
forced at all.
Yeah, it's like they had so much build up, but it was disappointing. Like, how do you do that? How? Especially for a ship that was like 7 years in the making. 7 years. Ah, dear God, it's like you have to be a special kind of incompetent to fuck up a relationship that has been going on for years and make the kiss like when they finally kiss, make it seem as if it was like it like makes you feel nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a huge Renora fan because like I actually shipped Renora and I thought it's a cute ship and everything and Volume 4 I was like, oh okay, like this is nice, like you might as well just admit they're officially dating it. Well, and then like 3 years later it's like it's like you get the kiss, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Like honestly, they should have kissed in Volume 4. Or at the very least, they should have confirmed their relationship in Volume 4. Because I'll be honest, I thought they've been dating. I thought like Volume 4 was like the confirmation. Like that end scene in Volume 4 was like the confirmation. Yeah, they're dating now.
Yeah. But it feels so.
But
forced.
no, apparently they weren't. Yeah, especially with horrible dialogue. Get back here with my man!
Yeah.
It's really like I feel so sorry for Renora Fap.
Yeah, and then of course we get Tyrion relieving himself like a fucking moron to Ruby, and how is it that no one noticed the goddamn cultist? Or a cultist-looking motherfucker
like
in the
he's actually
goddamn
wearing
crowd?
a hood inside. Like unless you're an edgelord, you do not wear hoods inside. And I would know. I used to be an edgelord. Well, edge lady in this case.
Oh my.
So I was an edge lady. I've grown past that. Mostly.
Yeah, that just... Yeah, not only did that kiss seem super, super duper forced, but, like, it even distracted Ren from apparently an argument they were having? I have no idea what the hell was going on with that plot line either.
Oh, Ren is like going to Ironwood, who's like actually being the most sensible person in this scenario.
Yeah, and the motherfucker saw his village destroyed because they have no fucking goddamn military.
Yeah, so like, of course he's gonna be like. I mean, like, it's kind of annoying that they're retreading his arc in Volume 4, but, you know, at least he's doing something, right?
If something you mean retardedly doing something, then I'm not sure how that can make a better difference.
Fair enough.
How the hell do I get over there?
Yeah, it's like,
Swing off that statue if I got it to the right angle.
and it's like they make it out to be like this big thing, when in reality it's just a disappointment in the end.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. Fuck. How do I explain this without this sounding awkward?
That works.
Okay, so basically, okay, I'm gonna explain. I have a friend who, who used to occasionally dabble in some things she shouldn't have, and she her nose, basically.
Wait, she wiped her nose?
She snorted some things she really shouldn't have up her nose.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's just say, like, don't worry, she's recovered now, don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
Like, as soon as I found that out, like, I was like, nope, you're going to get better, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, and so, like, and she used to tell me that, like, when she used to snort that shit up her nose, like, she would get, like, the biggest of highs, but just come out with, like, the worst of lows. Yeah, this was, like, the entire thing with Renora, that. But yeah, just the whole thing should not have happened at all, or if you like, or at the very least, it shouldn't have happened as easily as it did. You know, because like literally the only reason like Watts and Tyrion even succeed is because the heroes are stupid.
Yeah, they were retarded for the sake of the plot.
Yeah. They're idiots for the sake of the plot.
Which is a plot contrivance that is very bad to use.
Yeah. Yeah, also, like, actually, now that I think about it, there is a scene where Ren and Nora, like, they stop kissing. Where the fuck did they get their, like, weapons out and do some shit?
Yeah.
Way to rob.
Like they probably put him out in the dark somehow, even though they probably couldn't see shit.
Well, I mean, Mara and Fiona couldn't see shit, so like, on a
And then apparently, Rwby Fap that are known that somehow have bad eyesight in real life, somehow get how did he have night vision even though his species of even though scorpions in general have bad fucking eyesight in general?
Who knows? Because Miles and Carrie didn't elaborate on which Hornets have night vision and which ones don't.
Of course.
It's really dumb. Like, this entire thing was so dumb.
Yeah.
But like, but how would you, improve improve like this entire scene. Like if you had to keep like just it be Tyrion and what like doing their shit, what would you do to improve like the entire?
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare for an epic rant of the century.
Oh my! Let me get the popcorn.
Okay, first off, here's something I would have done from the get-go. Give extra security. Now, why do I say that? Because a few people and a group of terrorists whom you do not know whether or not they're hostile or even friendlies, like how Ironwood said that they were still terrorists, despite at the very end getting, pardoned, even though they shouldn't have. Here's what I would have done. I would have an entire security team on top of the roof, and then they would check in every minute with Clover, because he would be the superior officer. Or in this case, Merrill, given the fact that, he is apparently the only other... He's an ASOP, so he would probably be, at the very least, underneath commander levels in terms of rank, if I were to do anything. So not only would I have a team of people going on top of the roof to provide rooftop security in case Tyrion escapes to the roof, which he does, but they would be checking around, letting their superiors know, hey, specific groups of people are passing by, or this group of people are coming in, and they would be checking in whenever activity is happening on the streets that seems suspicious. Or even amongst the rooftops, because, huntsmen can apparently do a lot of ninja shit. But yeah, like, so that'd be it for the security team. And then for the compromise, and then for their weapons, I would have 5 riflemen, one squad automatic weapon, and then of course a sergeant with an SBR. And then of course, make them human or act human by either one of them checking up on their family via their scroll, because I bet soldiers have families too. And then just have them banter back and forth as they, keep watch. And then of course, they would always check in with Marrow every once in a while to, let them know that, hey, nothing wrong up here. And then down at the bottom of the scene, you have two privates with standard issue rifles going about, or staying at the door, checking people, making sure they have no weapons and such, and if they do, that they have the proper permits to be open carrying or concealed carrying. And then, of course, taking any weapons away if they don't have the proper paperwork. Because if this is supposed to be a militaristic America where it's very left-leaning, they would want people to have the fucking paperwork to conceal carry, open carry, or whatever, or what have you, since if we were to keep on with the leftist ideologue here. So not only are you stripping the citizens' rights of protecting themselves in a fucking public area, but also it gives precedence to the fact that, hey, you have to have special privileges in order to do anything in Mantle if that's the type of tone we're supposed to go for. Anyway, so
that's what you would do.
Oh, I'm not done yet, my love. For you see. I would have. I would have privates and the lower enlisted lining the walls, keeping an eye on everything, always checking in, because you check into your NCOs to make sure everything's okay, and you have 3 roamers walking about the crowd, of course, with everyone's weapons pointed down, because there's no threats here, because they were all screened and allowed in. And then, of course, you would have the roamers, like, talk to people hey, hey, have you noticed anything? Or, hey, do you feel safe? Or, what have you. Having the actual military converse with the civilian populace. And, of course, you could have the few people say, fuck you. Or, I hope you die, pig. And then, of course, and then maybe have a few inner monologues of a few of the soldiers like, why do I even defend these people? Giving a bit of doubt as to why should they even protect these people if they're so ungrateful little brats like the Antifa fucks they are. But then you would have Marrow on a skyline above, watching over everything, as well as Penny, because she has the zoom function in her fucking eyes. And then, of course, Penny sees Ruby. She wants to wave hi, but Marrow stops her, saying, you know the drill. Like, no fraternization on duty. And, of course, she's disappointed, but she still understands military protocol. And then...
Yeah, and then?
Oh, sorry. And then... Ruby and Co. come in. Nora's... And if we were to keep the original plotline, we could have Nora bitching about how the Atlas military are taking away the citizens' rights to carry without the need of any permits and shit. And then Ren's like, mysterious things have been happening. Of course they're going to be very cautious.
Yeah. That sounds like a...
And then of course Ruby's like, and then of course Ruby, and then of course with Ruby, given that she's a gun nut, she would be like, yeah, but what about the fact that, these people have rights, they need what happens to their rights? Rights if they just, start doing, that you have to have special permits. That's in a, think of it like this. The Second Amendment should not be infringed, which means you should be legally allowed to own a fucking tank. So why in God's name? So we should have Ruby talk about that little bit, isn't it the right of the citizens to keep and bear arms? Because, Grim are about?
Yeah, that would make sense. Or at the very least, have it to where, Atlas has, a similar rule, but Ironwood is kind of infringing on that rule.
Yeah. And again, it goes to show that Ironwood does care about the people, but he's probably going about it the wrong way. Because, if you take away the citizens' right to keep a bloody coup on your hand.
Yeah, in fact, what if the people, believes that, the reason why Ironwood took all their weapons, is because, he doesn't want them to,
cause more havoc.
start... Yeah, and start a revolt against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that was a reason why the French they began to kind of revolt, because I think they were starting to take away their weapons or something, and they were like, "Fuck it, it's now or never,"
Yeah. Yeah. then of course they would have a a nice civil debate about it.
Hmm.
Because because why not actually prove, like, practice what you preach, Nora, and all those other people. But yeah.
Yeah.
and while they're having that whole debacle, Tyrion, in his obvious cultist like cloak, walks up to the two privates who are just minding their own business, just trying to go about their day. Excuse me, sir. Can you please pull back your hood so that we can see your face and identify you? And he's like, why would you want to identify me? Because, sir, it's the law. But as he does that, Tyrion kills both people. And then, of course, people start radioing like, "Hey, where the fuck are these two privates? Are they jerking off or something in the bathroom?" And then Meryl gets concerned, and Penny starts scanning about, like, where the people are, and because of the loud music, she can't necessarily zoom in on where voices are coming from. But then she notices the two dead soldiers at the front of the gate that apparently no one noticed because the music's still out, so they couldn't hear the screaming. And then this puts the rooftop guys on alert. And then, of course, Watts does his thing. And then of course, Watts does his thing.
Yep, where he essentially orchestrates the hacking by conducting his orchestra of scrolls. I'm sorry for that pun. I know it was stupid. I'll never do it again.
Oh no, please, I insist. It'll help make this stream not boring at all, despite the one dislike, because apparently, despite the one dislike. However, to the person who is however, that one person who's watching could be me, and I do not know who did the dislike. However, I would like to propose. Oh, well, what do you know? 42 minutes ago when the stream started, it was removed by Jonathan Smith of Rwby because, well, it was a rant, despite the fact that I was giving that we're giving, why we hate something. But of course, we can't be negative at all. We have to be positive, despite the fact that I've gotten into the positive, to how to fix the damn thing. Yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, as Watts and Tyrion do that shit, of course, Tyrion, starts killing people. Like, he starts killing people when Watts turns the lights out, and then all the Atlas security goes into action by activating their nods, or night optical devices.
Yeah, by activating their scrolls.
I would imagine that they would have them in those fucking full enclosed helmets, other than, like, the goddamn mouth. And they would try to find Tyrion, and then, of course, Penny is directing them over the radio, like, hostiles right here or whatever. And then, because they can't properly locate Tyrion because of the fucking crowd going haywire, another security team, along with Robin's Huntresses, start evacuating Robin Hill, because we'll just assume that's his primary target, despite the fact that he's just killing random civilians or any soldier he comes across. Of course, the screams, the blood, the agony, and then of course Tyrion sees Robin Hill, and and he tries going towards her, but Penny puts a stop to that, but unfortunately, he's using civilians in the way of her swords. And she's getting more distressed because he's using people as human shields just as quickly as she's trying to dodge the civilians trying to not hit them. Thus, putting the blood on her fucking swords.
Yep, that actually makes sense.
And then, of course, and then, just to, you know, add a little insult to injury to Watts' little, video, every single soldier's helmets and even Penny's vision are actually recording everything. So despite Watts trying to hack Penny's eyes, trying to make it look like she was the one who's killing people, because, let's be honest, that outside video capture of her killing Grim, and like, that's a very, very weak Photoshop.
Yeah.
And like, it can easily be disproven with other people's fucking headcam hood footage. And then of course Tyrion fails to kills fucking Robin Hill, but Watts already did his job, and of course he leaves. Tyrion then leaves through the roof by climbing, and then all the other soldiers who are still alive trying to control the panic, they see Tyrion climbing up, and they start shooting at him, and that's when the guards on the rooftop notice the one awning that Tyrion's trying to escape from with their nods, and they too start trying to shoot him. Unfortunately, quite a few of those privates die. And guess what?
Ooh.
The one private who put out his phone to check up on his family, like say whether he was a single father or an older brother or whatever, he's the last one to die, to be brutally murdered by Tyrion. And then as he's dying, he pulls out his scroll saying, "Sorry, I can't come home tonight," before dying. Thus, humanizing the quote-unquote stormtroopers of Atlas. So that way people actually feel bad for them. Because, let's be honest, this would be a very gray area thing that RT should have taken advantage of. But of course, because, you know, them being leftists, they're just going to paint the military as some fascist dictatorship because of the person who's trying to get elected.
Yeah. Again, they're just like soldiers following orders, you know?
Yeah.
It's their job to follow orders. Like, unless it's like, but, well, I assume it's the same, otherwise, you know. But like, you know, here in the UK, unless it's to directly a civilian, you do not...
Sorry, what'd you say just, man? You cut out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I said that in the UK, unless the order is to attack unarmed civilians, you can't, like, you know, you don't go against your captain's orders, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing here in the US too.
It's just,
As if we didn't have enough problems.
it's
Here we go. Hold on.
like, literally, we managed to create a fix in what? Like, 50 more or less? Like, how is it that we can create a better version of that episode than RT can in over a year? Like,
I have no idea. Maybe it's because A, we have an actual bisexual amongst the Discord server.
oh my! I wonder who whoever he or she is. Are they handsome?
Ah, yes. And then of course we have me and Coop who are in the fucking military too. So, despite us probably forgetting a couple of things, you would definitely remember how specific things should work. One, because of repetition, despite not knowing what to say. Like, it's just something that feels super fucking off because it was routinely put into us as soldiers.
Yeah, but RT's still gonna say that that you
That I'm a racist because
that the
I'm
military
serving
is
under
still the
Trump.
bad guy. Yeah.
Boy Scouts are here too.
Which is a real shame.
Oh well.
Well,
But
at
yeah,
least
but-
Japan's not ashamed of their military because they have fucking gates, and so the JDF fought there,
Like him, but if Chris is here,
which by all
Yeah.
accounts is, well, yes, it is Japanese military propaganda, but so does the American military. Why do you think the U.S. military has all those fucking commercials? Like, join the U.S. Marines, or join the U.S. Army, become Army Strong, or defeat the proud the Marines.
Yeah, it's literally more or less like the same here in the UK. Like we get I can't tell you how many times I've seen like the same ad of join the military. Like especially like these particular types of ads which basically say you don't even have to be a soldier full time. You can just be an army reserve. Yeah. Yeah, so like those ads especially, like they come on a lot.
The reserve ads?
Yeah, like just basically asking people, hey, be parts of the reserve, you know?
Yeah, because what retarded country would not have a reserve force or a main force?
Apparently Atlas.
This was actually smart in incorporating their military with the fucking or they were smart with putting the huntsmen as special forces in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping like flat. We'll have this mess mopped up in no time.
Yep. Still, that was like a very right of that episode.
Yeah,
If only you were the writer at Rooster Teeth and
oh, they would hate
I'm
my
not
guts
bothering
with a
to
passion
say.
because I'm a fucking conservative.
Don't worry, I defend you. Like, just try and have them call me a racist, sexist, anti-LGBT one.
Jake, he's the last one.
Because they can't. Because I'm all three. All part of all three, bitch. Guess the joke's on you.
Yeah.
Like part of me would love to line the wall for whenever Miles, Carey, Eddie Riveras and that other chick, her name is yeah, that bitch. Like whenever they have like a writing meeting together, I would love to be on the fly on the wall and just be like, how, you know.
Like, you know,
Like,
being that
how-
persistent little child, like, okay, but why? Okay, but why? Okay, but why? And don't give me, because it's cool, because it's cool, it's cool.
You want your shit to be taken seriously, which means I'm going to question this thing until I can take it seriously.
Yeah. I mean, hell, for all the shit that the Resident Evil community gives the fucking
Through all this running.
for the writers of the games, like all of the actual military personnel that are in the game look and sound like they're actually a part of the military force, despite the fact that they're just a detachment of bioweapons.
Not going too well for him.
Yeah. Although I do kind of question his body, kind of makes him look like a piece of trick. No offense, anime, especially in Resident Evil 5.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that like Chris, that like you know,
Oh,
that like Chris,
gaining on the steroids.
yeah, I was gonna say his insanely small head on insanely his really small head on insanely muscled body kind of makes him look like a circle on top of a fridge.
I mean,
Thank Yahtzee for that one.
I do know a gunny who has a medium-sized head, but like with a fucking brick wall of a body.
Well, I guess he's part fridge then.
He would probably take that as a compliment.
I hope he does. But yeah, but like, it's really, really telling when Resident Evil can at the very least depict the military in a decent way.
A decent and competent way, given the fact that, you know, it's not their fault that BOWs are fast fuckers.
Yeah, and you can kind of argue, like, in Resident Evil 6, like Chris's teams, like, they're kind of cannon fodder, but to be fair, they're going up against fucking zombies. Magical weapons, you know?
Yeah.
So like, you can kind of argue that, like, at the very least, in Resident Evil 1, like, people like Stars, they weren't really trained for that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Bravo team mostly getting wiped. Understandable. Because it's like they didn't train to fight fucking zombies.
Like,
they didn't train to fight...
Like, they didn't expect to be in a fucking horror movie.
Yeah. Especially because, like, Stars was like a...
They were
like a SWAT team unit?
Yeah, they're like a
rescue force, okay.
Yeah, like they're a rescue / emergency response force. Like a police version of special forces.
Alright, yeah.
But yeah. Like they didn't expect
actual
zombies to happen because of a fucking virus.
Yeah, military doesn't expect, like, military soldiers don't
like, they didn't expect it.
Unless it's rabies.
And then, because, of course, it just doesn't... It's not fucking conceivable in the human mind.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when they actually find out, oh, wait, this shit's real, they start training motherfuckers to handle this shit.
And I think, like, the BSAA was... Yeah, because they had, like, bioorganic threats, you know?
Yeah. But
gone?
But yeah, like the only reason why the BSAA keeps getting soldered is because, like, here's the thing, like even though there's still no, like, hey, we're gonna be fighting against the undead, many people still find it unbelievable until they see it with their own eyes, and even still, quite a And even then, it's because they either A, run out of ammo because, you know, fuckers don't go down so easily when you do body shots, because that's how they mostly train to fucking shoot people. You aim for the body rather than the head because the head is so small.
Yeah.
But now
And
they
then
have to
that then you're
fucking...
gonna
And now it's like they're in a fucking war zone because they have to shoot multiple heads at the same damn time, and they're running low on ammo because they have to keep shooting multiple people who's infected, and of course you also have the bigger BOWs that soak up more ammo.
Yeah, and then you also have like the fast little fuck
Yeah, you have the fast
who
fuckers
just
who
like will take
can't be
like
tracked unless you have unless you're a fucking Albert Wesker or a main character, because they have been bitten and shit multiple times by zombies, so they probably have the virus in their blood, thus helping them improve their skills.
like people like Jake and Sherry from Resident Evil 6, like
Or Jill Valentine because of RE5.
Helicopter they sent after us?
yeah,
A bird like that costs around $15
like
million.
yeah,
Man, terrorism is lucrative.
Maybe they have an oil baron or two in their pocket.
Oil baron. You know the country I was
infected and coming out the other side relatively well.
Yeah.
The other series that that do the military justice recommend for anyone who's out there. Pardon?
There's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019, or there's quite a few Call of Duties that take place in modern times, such as MW1 and MW 2019, which by far has a very damn good story. Like, they even take inspirations from things that happened in real life, such as the unfortunate the 9/11 attack on the embassy in Libya.
Okay. All right. Anime.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought Discord. He for a moment. But yeah, but like there were so many other ways that RT could have like with that route.
Yeah.
With the whole election.
And like, keep in mind that they actually had like supposedly army vets underneath their employ, so I'm not sure how they could even fuck that shit up.
Oh wait, hold on. They have military men on the like in RT.
Yeah, I remember seeing a couple of things from their website, how specific people were army vets.
Holy shit!
And they apparently didn't use them because either A, they were a part of the mass firings, or B, they are not infantry, so they couldn't tell you anything, because in the army, the only closest thing you get to a fucking weapon in the army is boot camp, unless you're specifically trained in infantry. Unlike the Marine Corps, where, bitch, you're gonna have rifle crawl all the time. like they train, sure, they have some rifle training in boot camp, but here's the thing about the Marine Corps. They have MCT, which everyone goes to, no matter what. So everyone from cooks to even office workers, or quote unquote S1, they all are trained to handle a rifle in case they have to be pulled from their job or from their original job description to serve on a patrol. Oh shit.
Oh, is there something wrong?
Oh no, I'm just in a very inconvenient spot that's very inconvenient for my current character, and I have to reload.
Oh.
I have to get out of here. There we go. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, the Marine Corps has MCT for everyone. Like, no matter what MOS job you pick, you are going to be trained as a rifleman. Because one of the mottos is every Marine a rifleman. So we have no excuse to not know how to handle a rifle if we ever go on a patrol. You know how to operate a rifle safely, not to point it at anyone you don't intend to shoot, and shit like that. Like, basic tactics for patrols and shit. The Army, you don't get that. Like, you only get that during boot camp, and it's not that long, I believe.
Smells like death. Just like it don't.
And then when it comes to then again when it comes to the Marine Corps, like, you're all trained to handle everything. Like how to be on a patrol, what hand signals are, how to properly advance on a target, shit like that. And this is all done in the field. Not in a comfy bed back at the barracks. But yeah.
The training is.
Yeah, the training's
So-
ingrained in us, even if we do forget. Like, when we see it, we'll know something is fucking wrong. But yeah. My god, Volume 6 and 7 were frustrating when I saw them.
Well, yeah. In this episode, didn't they?
Sorry, what was that?
Hmm?
You say something? Did you say something? You cut out there.
Oh, I was saying that Artie really screwed the poot, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I mean, for God's sake, they had army people in their staff. How could they not have asked them, hey, is this how, like, how could Miles, Carrie, Kiersey, and everyone, like, not go to their army employees and say, hey, we're trying to do the Atlas military. Is this how you would have done it, or no? And if any of them were in infantry, or at the very least still remembered boot camp, they're like, no! No!
Well, only reason I can think of. Us. Anyone.
I'm sorry, can you please repeat that?
One.
Jake, are you okay?
Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry, just a fan. I didn't hear it.
Guess I don't have that healing factor of yours.
That the ball didn't knock the wise ass out of you.
You there, just a fan?
Yeah, I was. Oh, good. Discord didn't mess up again.
But yeah, can you please repeat what you tried saying?
That like, I think the only reason why, like, Mars or Kerry and ask like any of their buddies at RT like whether or not if that was how the military works is that.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that. This
Oh,
boat was
God.
closing on you.
Like the reason why Miles and Kerry, like I think the reason why Miles and Kerry didn't army buddies at RT was because of laziness. That's it.
I would imagine so, given how fucking everything went. I mean, hell, like the cheated an election trope is not even an excuse this time because like I have seen that shit done better in Tom Clancy video games than RT ever could.
Yeah, and it's like Monty like planned everything, and I'm like, oh really, really? So Monty's clever. So
Oh,
he was.
So he was apparently psychic and could predict the 2016 election, apparently, despite the fact he died in 2015.
It's just, yeah. Like whenever people say that, oh, like Monty, I'm like, oh, so he was clever. They're like, and I like, because he was able to predict the results of the 2016 election, because that is a clear, blatant, 2016 election reference. So they're like, oh, it's not 2016, and I'm, oh, you block.
Like, how could people
You have to be
that blind?
blind. Like, you have to be blind, deaf,
Or just retarded.
16. If that, like, an allegory for the 2016 election. Just how.
Yeah.
I get it. You wanted Hillary to win. All right, fine. Look, I get it. You'll butt her, but like 4 years at this point. Get over it.
They can't. They don't understand how Trump could have won. Despite the fact it was the writing on the walls, because people were getting sick and tired of the political correctness bullshit that Obama brought in. And the fact that people couldn't fight back against people, and the fact that Zerdas couldn't fight back, because if they fought back, they would get blamed for everything. Which people were sick of. Why do you think nowadays, whenever Antifa fuckers show up, you see people in fucking homemade body armor going against them? Because they finally they have a president who's not spineless and will sick the police on those fuckers.
And they can't use the whole, we're a political group. No, you're not. Like, as soon as you start attacking another person physically, you're not, like, I don't care. You're not arguing your point. You're trying to assault me,
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad to see just how far.
Rooster Teeth has fallen.
And
Yeah. And I find it surprising that we could make, like, literally more than an hour's worth of content on a live stream just by pointing out the faults and how they could fix it.
Yeah, thanks. I know what a chainsaw can do.
yeah, it's yeah, it's like because like we're like just two people who who met on Discord one day and just started talking about Ruby, and yet we are all the better story than could.
Yeah.
It's incredible, you know.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'm still here.
He's all yours. Take that, you piece
Where's
of
that?
shit.
Oh, sorry.
Did that do it?
I think he's down.
Ah, shit! Don't tell me Discord.